All right, so we're going to get started. For those of you just joining us now, please make sure that you have a strap handy, a bathrobe belt, a yoga strap, a TheraBand, some sort of long strap to use. You can just rest that on your lap for the moment. All right, so sit comfortably, sit well, with a nice tall spine. And bring your hands with your thumbs facing towards your back body and your fingers towards your front body, right below your fixed ribs, and palms facing the ground. You can feel how you can sort of squeeze in gently at the sides of your waist, your fingers gently pressing in towards your belly. And take a deep breath, expanding into your hands. So really breathing in to that low breathing space, feeling your belly expand to the front, your waist expand to the sides, and maybe you could even feel a little bit of expansion towards your low back and the kidney area. Right, so hands right at the place beneath your ribs. Deep breaths in and out. Feeling that low breathing space, front and back and side to side. One more breath like that. And then shift your hands up a little higher so they're right around the middle of your rib cage. Again, thumbs reaching towards the back of your body, fingers around towards the front, palms facing the ground. Breathe into that middle breathing space, feeling the ribs pushing your hands open with every breath. And gently bringing the ribs down and sliding the hands closer together with every out breath. Deep breath in, open the middle breathing space. Breathe out. And one more like that. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Move your hands up just a bit higher so they come right where your armpits are. Your thumbs are reaching back and fingers around towards the front of the chest. You're cupping right underneath your armpit area, palms facing the ground. So as you breathe, feel the upper breathing space, the rise of the upper chest. And even though you can't bring your hands around back, can you imagine also the upper back expanding with your breath? One more breath. Breathe in deeply. Release your breath. Release your hands to your lap. And then see if you can breathe into all three breathing spaces at once. Breathing into the front and the back and the sides of your body, and to the bottom and the top, like you're breathing spherically in all directions at once. Keep that going. Low breathing space, middle breathing space, upper breathing space. Fill it all up. And then interlace your hands. Press your palms out away from you. Lift your arms up overhead. Press your palms to the ceiling. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, hands press forward, spine rounds back. Drop your head. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, rounding, press back. Again, inhale, reach up. And press back. Reach all the way up. Press your arms as high as you can. Bring your upper arms as far back as you can by your ears. And then relax. Give it a little wiggle. Roll your shoulders out. And roll them forward. Relax your hands to your lap. Start to circle your head and neck. And go the other way. And come right back to center. Take a hold of your strap and take your arms pretty wide on the strap, like a big wide Y shape. Not all the way out, but still more like a Y or a V shape, but pretty wide. Okay? Take your arms up overhead. Make sure you're sitting forward in your chair, fairly far forward towards the edge of your seat. Now, as you begin to bring your arms back behind you, if you feel the need to bend your elbows, go wider on the strap until you can bring your arms back behind you. And then bring it all the way up and over again. So we're going to keep that action going and make sure that you feel that your hands are wide enough that you're not feeling a lot of stress. You don't need to bend the elbows, and not a whole lot of stress here in the chest and the pectoral muscles. So it should feel nice and easy. Nice and easy. Not a big sensation in the shoulders and chest. Okay, now narrow your hands a tiny bit, and I mean like not more than an inch in on each side, a little tiny bit. Then bring your arms up, bring them back, and see if you can feel that place where it kind of feels like you've got some resistance or some stickiness, and pause there. And then maybe you can release the arms down behind you. If you can't, that's okay. Bring them back up to that place of stickiness and bring them up and overhead. Take a little rest. Once again, arms open wide, bring them up, draw them back, find that point of resistance, pause there, breathe. Drop them back if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. You can bring them just up overhead. Back to that place of resistance, all the way up and over. And relax, take a couple of breaths. Now bring that shape out again. Narrow your hands on the strap a bit so they're in a more V shape, okay? And then bring your arms straight up. I'm gonna have you bend your elbows, draw your elbows back until your strap lands at your chest, okay? So you're bringing the arms forward and up and pulling your elbows back and down. Keep that going. And as you are moving inward and bending your elbows, pull hard on the strap. Pull hard out left and right as you bring it in. Reach up, pull hard so you feel some resistance, some work in your upper back muscles. And again, reach up and pull it in. Hold here. Pull out strongly left and right on the strap. Pull hard and then let it go. You can put the strap down for the moment. Grab for opposite shoulders, drop your head, round your spine. So you're stretching out your upper back, all those muscles you just worked. Come back up, switch the forearm that's on top, and hold opposite shoulders again. Drop your head, round your spine. And come back up. Interlace your fingers. Once again, press your palms away from you, arms reach up overhead. This time, take a twist to the right. Press your arms out as you round your spine behind you. Come back up through center. Twist to the left, press and round. And back up through center. Relax your arms by your sides. Good. Give your shoulders a wiggle. Right hand to the chair, left arm up overhead, drop over to the right side bend. And then come on up, we'll switch sides. Left hand down, right arm up and over. And come back to center. Arms straight out in front of you. Options here are cross right arm over left and grab for your shoulders, or right arm over left and wind the backs of your forearms towards each other. If you can clasp your palms, you can do that as well. So those are your options. Hold your shoulders, back of the hands together, or palms together. Wherever you are, lift your elbows up in front of your face or towards that spot and breathe into your upper back. Really expand the space between the shoulder blades with your breath. One more breath. Breathe in deeply. And out. And then let your arms go. Unwind. Give them a shake, a little wiggle. Arms out in front of you, left over right, same thing. Hold your shoulders or the backs of your forearms and hands together or the palms together. Elbows reach up in front of your face. Breathe into your upper back. Deep breath. And let it go. Again, roll your shoulders around, loosen them up. Right arm all the way up. Drop your hand back behind your neck or behind your shoulder blades. Lift your elbow up as high as it will go. Pause here. Then bring your left arm out to the left. Turn your thumb down and your pinky up so your palm is facing behind you. Press your arm back. Then bend your elbow and wind your hand around your back. Now feel your hands pushing into your back and then push your back into your hands so you have that feedback. Breathe into your hands. So it'll be the palm of your right hand and the back of your left hand. Gently unwind your arms. Relax for a breath. Left arm up, drop it back, elbow high. Pause there, just feel the stretch in the back of the upper arm. You might feel that, you might not. Right arm out to the right, thumb down, pinky up, palm facing back. Push the arm back, then bend your elbow, wind it around your back. Feel that pressure both into your back and from your back into your hands. Breathe into your hands. You've got that feedback now to feel the pressure of the expansion of the lungs back behind you. And then reach one arm up and unwind the other arm. Give it a little wiggle, a little shake. Okay. So step your right leg to face directly out to the right. Your left leg faces front just where it was. Open your arms out and look over your right fingertips. So we're in a variation of warrior two. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall. Feel your sit bones on the chair and get long through the crown of your head. And then bring your hands to your hips. Now, begin to extend your left leg over to the left. So it might come just a little and your knee stays bent, and that's fine. It might be that you can straighten the whole leg out and press the sole of the foot down. So anywhere along that line is fine, just press it out to the left. And then once again, open your arms, you're back in this warrior two shape. Bring your left hand down your left leg, flip your right palm to the ceiling, reach it up and over to the left. So you're in a big side bend. Come forward, lay your forearm on your thigh, right forearm on right thigh. Left hand can either reach up towards the ceiling or perhaps you draw it all the way over by your ear. Either way. Good. Come back up, swing your legs back to center. Pause, take a breath, relax. Turn your left leg out to the left, leave your right leg facing front. Extend your arms out from your shoulders, look over the left fingertips. Soften the tops of your shoulders where you can. Keep the breath moving, soft and steady. And then hands to your hips. Extend the right leg to the right. Just pressing it out. Maybe the knee stays bent, maybe the leg straightens. Push the sole of your foot down if you can. Open your arms out wide and look to your left. Breathe. Just follow the rhythm of your breath. Bring your right hand down your right leg, left palm to the ceiling. It flips up and back for this variation of warrior. It's called reverse warrior or peaceful warrior. And then bring your left forearm onto your left thigh, right arm either straight up to the ceiling or perhaps over your ear to make a diagonal line. Keep your breath flowing smoothly. Nice, even breaths. And then bring all of that back to center. Sit far forward on your chair. Reach your arms out in front of you. And then I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Start to lean forward at the hips. So in other words, try not to round your spine. Keep your spine straight and reach forward, tipping at the crease of your hips. Look forward. Lean back, sit up tall. And again, reach forward. Spine is long, spine is extended. Come back in. Place your hands on your knees. Tip forward again, keeping your spine long. Then push your arms to straight. They might not straighten completely, but press them so they come more towards straight and lift your chest. So you're coming into a backward bend, a back bend here. And then come up to sit tall. Once again, lean forward and press your chest away from your thighs. And sit tall. Arms straight out in front of you again. Reach forward. So it's like you're trying to reach something that's out in front of you and stay really long, trying not to flex through the spine, extended spine, reach forward. If you feel like you'd like to add a little more work, you could lift your arms up by your ears. That's a lot of work for the back, but it's a really good back strengthener. Come back up, relax your arms, take a breath. Nice deep breath in and out. One more time. You can start with your arms here, or you can start with your arms here. It's up to you. The higher they are, the longer the lever and the more work. Pull your belly in, tip forward from your hips, extended spine, reach out. And then bring your hands to your knees, press back up. Now, hold on to your knees and reach your spine back. So your knees are gonna be your little levers here. You're gonna resist against the pressure on the front of your knees. Round your spine behind you, drop your head. So now you're flexing deeply, stretching open all those muscles that were just worked, opening up the upper back and the middle back. and then rise back up. Come up to stand and come to stand behind your chair. Step your feet wide, wider than the chair legs, and make sure you can hold the back of the chair. Turn your right toes out to the right, bend your right knee. Try not to lean to the right. Keep your shoulders right over your hips, not out in front of them, okay? Right knee bent, shoulders over hips. Extend the right arm, turn your gaze to the right. Three breaths. One more. Turn your right palm up to the ceiling. Flip it up and back. Don't lose the bend in your right knee. In fact, push the right knee farther forward as you reach back. Come all the way back up. Lay your forearm on your thigh. It can be right up by your hip crease, or it could be a little lower. That's up to you. Press back up. Pause here. Keep your front leg extended, your right leg extended. Tip over to the right. Try not to make a big bend in your spine, more like a straight line from hips to crown. This is a triangle pose variation. If you want, you can lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. And then press back up. Turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out, and bend your left knee. Again, make sure that you're not leaning to the left. Shoulders are over hips, left knee is bent. Extend your left arm. Look left. 3 deep breaths. One more breath. Flip your palm up. Keep that left shin pressing forward. Reach the left arm up and over to the right. Then come up, lay your left forearm on your left thigh, up by your hip or down further. Press back up to stand tall. Front leg is straight. Left leg is extended now at the knee. Straight leg. Start to tip over to the left. Again, try to not side bend too much, but more like a long, straight lever from hips to crown. You can hold the chair with both hands, or you can lift your right arm to the ceiling. And press back up, turn the left toes in, walk your feet back together. Stand up nice and tall, take a deep breath, and let it go. Come to stand at the side of your chair, on the right side of your chair. Step your feet wide, turn your left toes underneath the chair so they're facing out to the left. Triangle pose again. You can keep your hand on the back of the chair, tip over and reach up. Or if you want to come deeper, you can take your left hand to the seat of the chair and reach up. Either way. Now lift up a lot through your right arm. Let that lift you up, all the way up to stand, and step back, standing at the side of the chair. Right hand to right hip. Press into your right foot. Shift your weight to the right. Lift your left leg up, turn it out, and step onto the chair. Now push down a lot from sit bone to heel on the right side so that you sort of lift up out of that hip. It's a real downward movement that helps you get longer and taller. and lift up through your right arm. If you feel stable, you can lift your left arm as well. If you don't feel stable, keep your hand on the chair. And think about pushing down through your feet and reaching up through your fingertips. Tree pose. Now bring your hands down. Turn to face your left leg. So you're going to sort of heel toe that right foot until you're facing completely to the left. Then bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg. Right hand to the outside of the left leg and turn to the left. Little twist. Turn back to center and step your left foot off the chair. Come around to the left side of the chair. Step your feet wide. Turn your right toes to the right underneath the chair. Again, hand to the back of the chair or hand to the seat of the chair. Tip over to the right. Lift your left arm, triangle pose. So you could even, if you're not ready to put your palm on the chair, you could put your fingertips on the chair. You can always stay up higher. Now lift up through your left arm. Let that lift you out of the shape. And then step your right foot onto the chair, pushing down from left sit bone to left heel. So push down, lift up, right foot lifts to the chair. Good. Take your time to really feel that connection down. So if that hip is kind of jutting out to the left, press down to lift up out of it. And then lift one or both arms. One arm can stay on the chair. Pressure down through the feet to lift up through the spine. Bring your arms down. Turn so you're facing the right. So you're going to heel toe that left heel so you're facing completely towards the right leg. The left hand comes to the outer right knee. Turn towards your right. And turn back to center. Step off the chair. Okay, come around behind your chair again. I'm going to turn mine so that I have a different angle. And press your weight into your right foot. Step your left foot back. Make sure that you can have both feet planted. Left foot back, right foot forward. Hands on the back of the chair, tip forward. Try to keep your back straight. Lift back up, take a breath. And once again, tip forward. This time, make sure that your left hand is in the middle of the back of the chair. Take your right hand to your right hip. Begin to turn your torso to the right. Imagine that you're peeling the right shoulder blade back. You're leading with the right shoulder blade as you turn to the right. And then if you like, you can reach your right arm up. So now you're in a revolved triangle pose. Press into your feet. Release your right hand back to the chair. Step forward, stand tall. Shift your weight into your left foot, step your right foot back. Pause, make sure you feel your feet grounded. Tip forward, extended spine. Lift back up, take a breath. Right hand comes to the center of the chair, tip forward. Left hand to left hip. Roll the left shoulder blade back as you twist to the left. Maybe you can lift your arm. You can keep it on your hip if you'd like. Make sure your feet are well grounded. Spine is extended. Bring that hand back down, step forward, stand tall, take a breath. Nice deep breath in and out. All right, come back to sit in your chair and bring your strap with you. And take the strap and wrap it around the bottom of your right foot. Press your knee straight so that your leg lifts off the ground. Hold the strap with your hands and sit tall. So you're making an L shape with that right side of your body. Push your heel forward. Hold the straps in the right hand now. Hold the left hand on the chair for some support. Open your right leg out to the right. Try not to turn everything to the right. Keep your left knee facing front. Right leg opens to the right. Come back to center. If you like, you can either stay right here in an L shape, or you can walk your hands down the strap and tip forward. If it doesn't feel good to do that, no need. Walk back up if you're down. Release your leg. Take a break. Strap around the bottom of the left foot. Stretch it out long. Straighten your knee. Push your heel forward. Hold the straps with both hands. Sit tall. Try not to lean back. Try not to flex forward. Now straps in the left hand, the right hand comes to the chair, right knee stays facing forward, torso stays facing forward, leg opens to the left. Bring it back to center. Stay here in your L shape or walk your hands down the strap and bow forward. Walk back up if you're down and release the leg. Take the strap back around the right foot. Make sure the strap is to the inside of the leg. Hold it with your right hand and start to lift your leg up with the knee bent. Walk your hands down the strap and draw your knee up and wide as far as you can. And then put it down. We'll switch sides. Round the left foot, strap to the inside of the leg in the left hand. Knee is bent, lift it up, open it up. And put it back down. You can move your strap out of the way now. Turn your knees to the right and begin to turn your whole torso towards the back of your chair. So you're holding the back of the chair in a twist. Imagine your sit bones pressing down as the crown of your head lifts up. So you're getting taller and longer in this twist. And then unwind. Come all the way back around to center. Legs over to the other side and walk your way around. Face the back of the chair. Lift up through the crown of your head, long extended spine. And unwind back to center. Arms high overhead. Make a little prayer shape above your head. Bring that right down to the center of your heart. Connect your thumbs to your breastbone and then lift that shape right up to the ceiling, a little back bend. And come back to center. Again, arms open out, bring them all the way up, prayer shape. Bring it down to center, thumbs to breastbone, lift it up, little back bend, and back to center. One more time, scoop the arms out all the way up, prayer up, prayer center. Lift it up with your chest and come back to center. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath and let it go. Inhale, arms high. This time, exhale, hands to your knees. Hold your knees. Inhale, lift your chest up, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine behind you. And come back to center. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to knees. Inhale, shoulders back, heart lifts. Exhale, curl and round. Back to center. Last time. Breathe and lift up. Breathe out, hands to knees. Roll the shoulders back, heart lifting, gaze up, curl inward, shoulders round, back rounds behind you, head drops. Hold here. Open the upper back. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Come back to center. Sit tall. Relax your shoulders. And then sit back in your chair. Relax. Relax back. Close your eyes. Make sure that your feet are grounded. So feel your heels. Feel your pinky toes and your big toes grounded. Feet underneath your knees. Eyes closed. Draw your attention to your feet. Notice them. Relax them. Draw your attention up to your ankles. And then to your lower legs. Notice your calf muscles and your shins. And then draw your attention to your knees. And then your thighs. Relax your thigh muscles. And your hips and your low belly. Relax all the muscles that run along the length of your spine. Soften the back of your neck. Notice your hands. Relax your palms and your fingers. Your forearms. And your upper arms. Relax the biceps, the triceps. Relax your shoulders. Let them soften down away from your ears, letting them settle. And then can you find some softness in the back of your neck and the sides of your neck? And even in the front, the throat area. Relax the muscles of your face, your jaw and your lips, your eyes, your forehead. And the skin of your scalp. Everything is so relaxed. The breath is slow. Let every exhale be slow and deep, letting it help you settle in further to a feeling of well being and relaxation. Every exhale, dropping your shoulders a little further, softening. And then keep that as you inhale, bring some of that softness into the inhale. Every exhale, allowing you to drop in a little further. And now begin to emphasize the inhale. Draw it in a little deeper. A little more active. Let that invigorate your fingers and your toes. Begin to wiggle them. Sit a little taller, away from the back of the chair. Open up your eyes. Sweep your arms overhead with a nice full inhale. Expand the ribs. And then let it go. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend.